this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a minute. Cody, you know what ones you're throwing? If they got mixed up, you'd be fine.
You guys put them out for me. You guys put them out. B5A6. At least I'm 56.
I really don't.
Next touch. Sabotage. I don't know. Came over to say something right as she said 7-minute practice. Oh yeah, I enjoy them all. All of them. I have so much fun.
Welcome, curlers from across Ontario and around the world, to this broadcast of live curling right here from Title Sports Live. This evening we have the live coverage of the men's Recharge with Milk Provincial Tankard coming to you from the Canada Summit Centre in Huntsville, Ontario. Some great history being made here as we celebrate this 91st championship. My name is Ian Tetley, and I am joined by my esteemed colleague, Mary Chilvers, a former two-time Ontario Scotties representative and runner-up in the 1997 Scotties to Sandra Schmerler. This evening's feature matchup, we'll have our Page 3-4 playoff game between Cody MAUS from the Highland Golf and Country Club in London, Ontario, and he is up against Sebastian ROBILLARD from Ottawa Curling Club in Ottawa, Ontario. These two teams making their way here through the Seaside qualifying in this inaugural triple knockout format. Well, Mary, obviously this format, a triple knockout, these two guys, I think, went down to Seaside early, but won 3 games straight to get to this point.
That's right. The ROBILLARD team started this week off very slowly with the 2 losses right out of the gate, and then they have won the last 3 games to get them into this 3-4 playoff game. Cody MAUS, on the other hand, lost.
Well, if you can on this one. Line's good.
Apparently John told
Line's great.
this morning or this afternoon that it was as fast as it had been.
Okay, let's throw that again. Take 6 feet off, guys.
With no sweeping.
Yeah, okay. I think 5 feet less is good. Okay, boys. Let's make this one. What'd you get there? Okay, it's lightning.
Live at 2:30 p.m. Well, our feature matchup today, Mary, obviously Cody MAUS from the Highland Golf and Country Club in London. What can you tell me about these guys?
Well, that's right. So we've got Cody MAUS. He calls the game here. Scott McDonald throws last rot for this team. We have Wesley Forget playing second, and Jeff Grant starts everything off at lead.
The MAUS team currently 31st on the World Curling Tour Order of Merit. So far to date, they're 32-19. Pretty good record. They're winning about 2/3 of their game. Obviously, up again, they've got stiff competition tonight against Sebastian ROBILLARD. Sebastian and his team, 3rd Ryan McCready, 2nd Bowie Abbas Mills, and lead Andrew Denny Petch. Young team here with Sebastian. Obviously, Sebastian born and raised in Sussex, New Brunswick, but makes Ottawa his residence now. Great team here. Currently about 15-12 on the World Curling Tour. Currently it's number 73, but I think we all know that you can throw those numbers all the way, because in a 1-game scenario, anybody can win.
That's right. So maybe a little bit surprising to some people, the 2 teams that made it into this 3-4 game. Mark Keane played here this week, and I think he would have been considered a favorite here.
Well, I think both Mark Keane and Mark Bice were probably the 2 guys that, on paper we were all kind of expecting to get through to the playoffs. These 2 guys, maybe 2 pleasant surprises, but at the same token, maybe it's a sign of things to come here in Ontario.
Yeah.
Maybe we are going to have a change of the guard. Obviously, Glenn Howard's going to try to prevent that tomorrow afternoon. The 17-time Ontario champion looking for his 18th championship. Are people getting bored of watching Glenn yet?
Well,
I've seen a renewed enthusiasm in him this week. They look strong, and they're going to be tough to beat.
yeah, they are. They played really well today in the 1-2 game.
Cody MAUS, a 3-time Canadian junior participant in 2002, 05, and 07. And then he went on to the men's leagues, and he's never had any huge success. He played with Wayne Tuck and Mark Bice in the past, but now all of a sudden captaining his own team. He skips this team but does throw thirds rocks, and Scott McDonald throws fourth stones.
And actually, Wesley Forget, he's actually the 2016 Travelers National Champion. So Wesley brings a lot of experience to this team.
Cody, a 32-year-old, lives in Toronto right now, and he works for the Canada Border and Protection Services, keeping our country safe. Look at that. Well, we'll see if he plays a real safe game here today.
So they're just waiting here for the introductions. And we will be off and going on this 3-4 playoff game. Of course, the loser of this game will be eliminated.
Lots of support here today, or this week, for all the different teams. Obviously, this morning's game, we had great support for both Glenn Howard and John Epping. We got presented with a very epic match between the two, and then Glenn just running away with it towards the end. So I'm sure John Epping would like a third crack at him, and knowing that he only has to win one game, that's might bode well for him.
That's right. John will have to play that semifinal tomorrow morning against the winner of this game here tonight.
The Robillard family obviously entrenched in the game of curling. I know that Sebastian's sister Melanie is in Spain. She's obviously had great success herself playing with Andrea Schopp. She's also played in the European Championships. She's a European champion in 2009, won the World Championships in 2010, and I even see that she's a European mixed champion. So I had the opportunity to meet and speak with Sebastian's dad, John, who's over here from Brussels right now, and his wife, Helga, is back home in Brussels right now, holding down the fort, while he's over here supporting Sebastian.
Well, I hope Helga's watching her son here on Title Sports Live.
100%. I'm sure for both these teams, the nerves are running a little rampant right now. Neither of these guys have been to this position in men's play. Obviously, junior play a little different than the men's play, but
yeah.
You know, they may have to kind of rely on those days of what they went through in the juniors.
Yeah, it's different once you actually make the playoffs in something like this, and you're the only sheet out on the ice.
Well, Cody Maus's team doesn't carry a coach or a fifth person with them. I know that the Robillard team, they have Jeff McGrady here, Ryan's father. That Jeff, obviously a longtime curling family, been around the game. His wife, Ryan's mother, Christine, playing with you.
Yep, former teammate.
I think just having that calming support and influence and making sure that they're thinking rationally will probably help them during any of the timeouts and even the fifth end break, and maybe even the pregame pep talk.
Yeah, I think Jeff McCready can bring a lot of experience to this team, this young team.
So on the draw to the button, Sebastian Robillard does get the hammer. And Cody Maus, his lead man, Jeff Grant, will lead us off. Jeff, a 30-year-old from Toronto, is going to throw up the out-turn guard. Our ice conditions this week, Mary, have been next to perfect, maybe even keener than what these guys normally play on. I know that the game earlier today, the Epping team seemed to struggle a little bit with draw weight because it was up to 15-5, 15-7
yeah.
between the hog lines just for draw weight. And I think when you play on 14.5-second ice for most of the season, all of a sudden you get up that quick, and it's a real challenge to try to adjust.
Yeah, it is. They did have their troubles this afternoon.
Well, Cody and his team, maybe they're both teams want to ease into this game a little bit. Maybe they're not disappointed that Jeff's first stone went into the rings here. Gives them both an opportunity to to throw some hits, and
this one might not be on. No, it's on, just biting. So Cody can hit it. I'd like to hit it right on the nose.
oh, in a perfect world, 100% he would. If that rock was really, really close, they can actually bring out the 6-foot measuring stick to see if it's actually in the rings.
Really nice controlled takeout weight here. Cody just having a look at that. Make sure it is on. I wondered. That's
Actually, great sportsmanship there by Cody MAUS, because he just saved Sebastian a little bit of embarrassment, because if he had actually hit that stone, it would have been replaced and the rock, the throwing rock, removed from
That's
play.
right. He could have not said a word there.
Yeah. Well, it's really nice that actually he did that, because it kind of shows his sportsmanship in the game.
Yeah.
Great etiquette. Andrew Denny Petch coming short there. This will let Wes Forget make the head on the ROBILLARD stone. I'm gonna apologize now to the francophones. Like, I am gonna screw up Sebastian's name all afternoon long.
Now Sebastian can hit this rock.
Well done by Bowie Abbas Mills, the 28-year-old from Carlton Place. Wes Forget here from Kingston. He's going to try to nose this and keep it in play.
Top 4.
Well, Sebastian's saying enough of that. Let's get giddy up and get going here. He's going to ask Bowie Abbas Mills to throw the out-turn draw around. Obviously, the ice being really keen this week. I'm even being told that it was almost 16-1 for the draw to the button.
Ryan, whoa. Yep. Room. Yep. Denny to the hard. Whoa. Denny.
Well, that's 15-5 hog to hog.
Gotta go back.
As they work the...
Wait, that's good.
Andrew and Ryan work that rock in.
Wes down here ran for quite a while, but he was normal, right?
Yeah.
So Cody MAUS throws third stones on this team and calls the game. Just going to throw a nice
I think you need another 2 inches.
board type weight at this shot.
Yep. Hard.
Mary, my 6-year-old nephew, is tuning in from Madison, Wisconsin to this to hear my sultry voice. So a big shout out here to Martin Leroy Brown.
Martin Leroy Brown.
Martin Leroy Brown.
I love it.
Right on the nose is real nice.
Is he a curling
Solid
fan?
control.
Oh, huge curling fan. Well, his His dad is an exceptional curler. Obviously, my wife Erica's brother Craig.
Yeah.
Big, huge curling family. Well, that miss by Cody. He will not be happy because now the 2 is on for Team Robillard. If Ryan McCready can hit and stick here in the rings.
You're good. Great shot.
Nice shot by Ryan McCready. Cody would like to get a long roll here.
Well, just to rearrange the angles and hopefully give Scott McDonald the opportunity to make a double later in the end here.
Yep. Yep. Oh. No. Oh. Yes. Oh. Yes. Hard.
Doesn't want to roll out here. Oh, that's a good shot by Cody MAUS. Cody, the 32-year-old from Toronto, born and raised in Owen Sound.
No, I want whatever it ended up with, board. Okay, solid board.
Ryan McCready going to try and hit the MAUS stone here on the edge of the 4-foot and hopefully roll over to the edge of the 12.
Close. Yep. Hard. Okay, whoa. Just got a turn. Oh, yeah, Ryan.
Nice shot by Ryan McCready.
Good weight. Good weight, Ryan.
So that will give Scott McDonald here a chance at the double here. That's why Cody's roll over in that area was such a good shot.
Almost. Well, if he makes this, it's fine. I guess we're just playing. I can hit and roll towards that too.
Stay close, Wes.
Scott McDonald, the 31-year-old from London, Ontario. As this team plays out of the Highland Golf and Country Club.
Close.
And he's really close. Good line on this. Trying to manage the sweep.
Oh, so close.
As they blew the sweeping call.
Yeah.
Do you want to go here then?
Well, which is interesting here, I think Sebastian here he's got two choices. To me, you just kind of hit that stone and try to roll it way over to the edge of the 12-foot. And he's also talking about just drawing here, but I think if you draw, you're going to leave Scott McDonald a little hit and flop in behind his own stone.
What's the path here, you think? Have hair heavy? No, they're biting the 8-foot. If we hit, though, it's an easy double back. So we're gonna go T-line on the 8-foot, and if he makes, let's try to hit and roll. If he misses, if he makes it, I still have a run up. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how much. Okay. Right on the tee. Whoa. No, whoa. Back 4. No double, guys. Back 4. Back 4, no double. Put him even.
That's well done by Sebastian. A little bit further than he would have liked, actually. So it's going
Why are we sweeping that, guys?
to give.
Why are you sweeping that?
I think it gives Scott McDonald almost a free run at the double here.
I've got half a rock of air.
You just left him a
I have
double.
half a rock of air.
The only problem is if he doesn't hit it exactly
You can get right to the nose.
where he needs to, he's going to end up going across the face, and it will give Sebastian a free draw for 2. But to me, the first shot is you play for the. To me, the shot is to hit and roll buried behind your own. Because even if you get it half buried, he's going to have a difficult shot to try to get his deuce.
Stay close.
Sebastian not too happy with Bowie's sweep call on that shot. As they did leave a double, but not an easy one.
Oh, I think he pumped it back a little bit. Yeah,
Just go for the roll here now.
No, he's going to roll
Not
out,
even.
actually.
Oh.
He just pumped it back that much.
I don't like the same path. Do you? I guess same.
Why wouldn't you like the same path?
I ain't gonna give you 6 feet less.
Well, this is the opening end, and Sebastian Robillard
Is that the
gets
same
the
ice?
free draw to the 8-foot for 2 points and a huge jump here in this opening page 3-4 game.
Same weight. Maybe a hair less.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking about a hair less down the middle. You know, you can come in and tap yours about a foot. So
No! No, Becky! Okay, you're good, you're good. You're good. It's all you guys.
15-6, hog to hog.
Hi!
Oh, don't tell me they left it too long.
Go, 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 go! Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
Well, you know what? Sebastian's awfully upset about that, but you know, he says he's going to give them less. And
Well,
I'm
that's
not-
what I mean. I think to me, you and I have seen all week long how sensitive this center line is, especially in the first end. There is some crispier, fresher pebble out there, and you know, they should have known that once they had line that it should have been
Just go.
hard
Yeah.
just to go, right?
Yeah. Well, Sebastian's going to have to just forget about that. Carry on.
So after one end of play, we've got Sebastian Robillard 1, Cody MAUS no score.
That looks like a ton.
Let's get our corner start up and get our G.
All right.
There you go. Nice tidy end, boys.
You know, maybe they're all a little shaken up over that sweeping error. Just need to calm down.
No, wait.
Well, yeah, that's right. You gotta forget about it and put it in your mind, and the fact that
Absolutely go.
that Jeff Grant just now threw at the back 12-foot, you know, that doesn't help matter. So these guys going to have to sort of just regroup. You're right.
Yeah.
It's you know what, you're leading the game, so you
Yeah.
know what, you can't keep shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Wanted to keep rooms in early. Shot, Jeff.
Tight guard.
Sorry, that was Andrew Denny Pesh throwing it to the back 12-foot. So. Andrew, born and raised in Ottawa, now making Pickering his home. Is going to throw up the tight center guard here.
Line's tight, guys. Bowie. Line's tight. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Just tight. Real tight. No, 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 no. No curling. No. Doesn't have to curl. Right? Real tight, guys. Go. I think you can go.
Top 8.
Still think you can go.
Nice shot by Andrew.
Shot.
Perfectly placed.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think we're really close.
Line's good.
Push by itself.
Okay, line's good. Don't need 2 for line.
Don't need to for weight.
Oh, off then. Off then.
Right off.
Off of it if you're heavy.
Just trying to make.
Right back.
Go inside with that.
We're back 8 if
Jeff Grant trying to
Gotta stay in.
walk one around here, and he's going to slide deep.
Either right back
But
here.
he does remain shot stone here in the second end of play of this page 3-4 game of our Recharge with Milk Men's Ontario Provincial Tankard.
You gotta go. Denny in. Denny. You got. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Freeze. Lock it on. Lock it on. Lock it on. Yeah, right here. Whoa. Oh, you kicked the rock. Whoa. This rock was.
Give us a time to move the rock. Yeah. Okay. It was just 2 inches. Not that far. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Andrew Denny Pesh on his way by ended up kicking the freestanding yellow corner guard. But well done for Bowie to get that rock in there in a good spot. Now West Forget is going to be asked to freeze on that stone.
real close.
Got a bit of
This is
room.
a hair less than yours, Jeff. Weight's good.
Right to it. No, it's really running.
It's not curling.
Scott.
I can't
Scott,
yet.
if you're,
I know.
Scott, if you're heavy, you got to make a curl.
14-4, that does not have a chance.
Okay.
So everybody just coming up a little heavy here.
Okay.
Well, I think you and I spoke about this actually earlier. Is that when you throw it deep, there's just no chance. Like you can't use that rock later in the end.
Yeah.
And if you're above the tee line, even if you're top 8 or something, and hopefully you can utilize that stone in some shape or form. He cuts off. It's kind of like what we call the pro miss.
Right.
It's like trying to get it in there, at least get it in line where they can't do anything with it.
Hard, Denny! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Trying to walk another one in here, looking good. Oh, really nice shot.
Sit.
The ROBILLARD team so far getting the better of the MAUS team. They had the chance for 2 in the first end, only getting 1. Now they got 2 in great stealing position, and now they're going to have to try to run back and hopefully bail out of this end.
Well, we got one of them.
Top 12.
I'm going to time one of those Wesley peels. He does throw it hard.
Oh, you have to wait till next end, though.
Yeah.
Even a tight guard's okay.
Ryan McCready, the 24-year-old native of Ottawa. Gonna try to get one back in here.
That spot is going slow.
No. Whoa. No, 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 no. Freeze. Freeze. You got to freeze. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, you got to freeze on the nose. Whoa. Whoa. Hard, Bowie, hard. Curl. It's got to curl. This is not good. This is terrible.
Yeah, angles aren't good on that.
Well, they're not awful though. Like, if he can nose it, at least he get rid of the back blue and stay frozen to it. Then he'll be in really good shape. And I think that's exactly what Cody's going to try to do here.
Keep the stagger going to the left.
Yeah, I guess so, because this will be moving. Okay.
It's never worked before.
Middle four-ish, Cody, you said?
Good hack.
Hey, boy. I believe it.
Cody just throwing hack weight at this. Just punch the back one to the back 12 foot.
Close. Yep.
Well, don't want to get too cute here, though, like with weight. Because they got to make sure they get this thing by and make sure that they get made contact.
Hard.
And he's underthrown this, and he's racking all over this guard.
Hard. Shooter.
I'm gonna roll this over, open it up.
Go, West. Go. That'll do.
And that's just that's too quiet. I think he got spooked with the weight.
I mean, if we can't guard that. Well, we could throw one guard, but if he makes a run, we have to put one in here. These two rocks are outcounting this one. Right now, he's got this for like 4. I think we got to go here. Or the only other spot is maybe here, but then he blasts, we only have one blue left. No, the angles are no good. Nose tap.
We'll listen in here with Sebastian trying to figure this out. I would think that I would probably throw a medium-high center guard.
Okay, throw one guard. We'll decide on mine.
I don't mind his thinking because he's thinking defensively that you know, if they can ever get to the nose of that blue, and the double's pretty easy,
Can't show him this side.
and there's going to be lots of extra points involved for the MAUS team. So I think he's thinking that his thinking is correct. Like he may have to try to get one. I think now he's got a difficult shot just to try to get it to the back one though. With the draw, the way it's going to keep walking in there.
Never. Guys. Yep. Bang. No. Well, that's good. No, it's over curling. It's got to stop. Yep. Okay, that's good.
Nice shot by Ryan McCready.
Yeah, out turns the half-inch low.
Yep.
Well, we're going to give a 5 maybe if you're not careful.
I think that maybe that guard might be a little long. I think Cody MAUS has got either the same shot or he could probably easily throw board to normal weight on this out-turn side.
Right.
Wow, I'm surprised at this. Like he can see a piece on this out-turn side, and if it just finishes, he could probably nose it and make that double.
Just choosing to throw the run back.
Yep. Yes!
Don't want to leave this thing there if you're
Close. Oof.
Shot.
Well, that's a pretty good shot, Ian.
Well, it is and it isn't, because now Sebastian can replace his stone now higher in the rings, and then Scott McDonald and his stone is probably going to end up throwing the exact same run back again.
I don't think it really matters right now. Even bite the 4-foot berry's good. Bite the 4-foot berry. Yeah, just bite the 4-foot, Bowie.
Well, Sebastian has to be careful here, though, Ian. There's a lot of yellow rocks in that house.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sebastian, the 36-year-old from Ottawa, a sales manager for Sun Life Financial.
Line, whoa. Line's good. Whoa. 4-4.
Ryan McCready and Anudini Pesh working this rock. Line looks pretty good. Let's see if they can finish it up and get it in there.
Freeze.
Well, that's what I'm
Well, actually, that's
afraid of with those angles.
Same kind of thing.
Well,
Traction high, eh?
I'm not sure what Scott McDonald's playing. I think they're playing the identical shot, which I'm thinking he could throw hack weight at this, tap it through, and stay corner frozen on it. And then they would be forced to probably guard it, and then he might have the out-turn pick for extra points. Which he looks like he's actually going to play. The guard is relatively long, so
This is on the guard.
Whoa. Yes! Whoa. Whoa. West. Close. Whoa. West.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good.
wow, it kicked over just a little bit.
You can't throw anything this way.
That's still a great shot by Scott McDonald, because now Sebastian has to be extremely careful. The right shot is probably due to draw in.
We've got nothing because it's dragging onto this. So we got to guard this side somehow. I think this might be the shot. Well, I'm just thinking, let's do this then. Let's do that. If we know, is that not is that?
The only thing he doesn't want to do is chop off the yellow when he comes in if he's heavy.
Well, he originally talked about the guard, but I think that's very dangerous. I think he does need to get another one in here.
He's just going to run that for 5.
That's right, that run
So I
back
think
is there.
well, either way, if I'm not right on the nose, he's running it for 5.
Well, they're still fairly close together, and if he can ever hit it high side, this is the MAUS team. He may get carry on the back blue rock. He may get carry it past the other yellow.
Okay, let's just weld the nose. Hope he misses. Just weld right on the nose. Is weld the nose good though?
So there are enough yellow rocks around that Cody MAUS and Scott McDonald may have their selection of which one they want to run in, based on ice and whatever they know and favorite turn.
Yeah. Well, we could also give him. What if we give him 2 and just come here?
Yeah, but that's really tough.
No, that's not good either. We could give him. Yeah, we got no choice. Let's just freeze and hope he misses. Yeah, let's just weld it 7/8 high, I think. Yeah, so let's weld it 7/8 high. Yeah, I know that. Can I give you guys the same weight? I think we need more ice, Bo, you know? If it's over curling, just let it over curl and at least go on the other side.
Well, Sebastian, they've taken a lot of time this end to discuss this shot. I know he wants to be picture perfect, but they do have 38 minutes of thinking time in these 10-end games with the 4-rock rule.
No, it's never getting there, guys.
This is way out.
Weld it.
You start walking now.
It's going sideways.
Wow.
Hard! You gotta go!
Actually,
I
that's
think that's terrible.
a pretty good shot, I
it's that bad,
think.
is it?
Unless he can run that back, and if the yellow clips the other back blue, from our overhead, we can have a better look at those angles.
I don't know.
But also, Scott will have.
He was never gonna get there.
They were saying it was heavy.
Oh God,
He
yeah.
was never gonna get there.
They were trying to just take the paint off.
He is going to try this stone over here at about 8 o'clock on the sheet. He is going to run that in and hopefully run it right into the crotch of the yellow and the blue stone. And if he makes that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he will have a score of 5.
Then it's a lot harder to lose the 7 and easier to get rid of the 8. I think that's
I agree. I just think that's the hardest one to put one.
I think it's
Last rock about to come here in this second end of play in this page 3-4 playoff game.
I think this is the. I think we throw the out at it because we have to go low. Right here and try to just touch the 5.
Is there a way we get 2 now, right? No.
Okay, just take the pain off him with the out turn.
I think it's for 4, right? Because he's losing this one. Because he's losing, and the shooter. So
Cody, you don't come up just a hair, eh? I have to almost miss this yellows. Stay really close to us.
So he's going to try to throw the other turn. He's going to throw the out turn at it, Mary, and hopefully just whisker off the left-hand stone rather than run it in.
Just kind of a redirect.
Yeah! Yes! Whoa! Yes! Yes! Whoa!
Close.
Oh, look at this.
Wow. Well, he gets his 2 points.
Oh, what a great shot by Scott McDonald. Wow. He will score 2 points here at the conclusion of the second end. Cody MAUS will lead Sebastian Robillard by a score of 2-1. Look at that shot. Like, he just had to hit. He hits another millimeter
Thicker.
or 2. Good sweeping by Wes.
I would have given you 2 before you threw it.
I think he's happy he only gave up 2.
Well, that's a huge shot for at this sort of point in the this playoff. Mary, you know, the fact that he can come up with big shots like that and give his team a chance, that's outstanding.
To a 6?
Go over curl and keep your broom down if you can. Both try and keep your broom down. We're overthrowing that shot.
So you thought you saw the ink tall, so you said the rock was where you thought it should be. That's not how weight judging works.
So Sebastian just going to call the corner guard here.
Halfway tight, guys, tight. Line's good.
Nice shot, Jeff.
Line's good. Real tight, right on the logo here. Right on the logo, guys. Good throw, Denny. Good sweep, guys.
Well, Jeff throws the center guard. Andrew Denny Pesh throws the corner guard, and Jeff Grant is going to come in again. Jeff, also a former teammate of Cody MAUS's at the 2007 Canadian Junior Championships.
You're number off at West. Let's go.
Line's good.
Heavy room. Let's go.
Line's good.
Just tight.
Okay, just tight then. Just tight.
We're never in.
Just coming up a little short on that.
Well, he might have been a little bit wider.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't seen any real play over there yet. And, so maybe the ice isn't totally broken in.
Yeah, line's
Andrew Denny Pesh,
Ryan,
the social coordinator for the Ontario Curling Association.
Is it in? Get a buy this one, guys. Yes, it is. Go.
Wow.
Damn. Okay, that's good.
This is starting to look like the Sunday Seniors League at St. George's.
4 feet off what you gave us coming home. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get some rocks in play in this end.
I think that's close.
Line's good.
Okay.
Line's good. Yep.
How's my check? Okay.
Line's great. Not curling yet, guys. Not curling There it goes.
Wait, hasn't come off yet. There it goes. Yeah. I know.
Okay. Let's throw.
I like to throw, Wes.
Wesley just a little heavy on that draw.
It took a little bit longer to curl.
Well, he forces Bowie Abbas Mills to follow him down, so it's in play, and Cody without the hammer here, you know, I think he wants to play in the 4-foot if he can.
Wow.
So
Wow. It must be heavy. Line's good, Good. Whoa. Line's good. Freeze. Yes. Hard. Guys, hard. I know, hard.
good looking shot here, well swept. Almost over curled there a little bit, so this is still going to give Wesley Forget the opportunity to lock it right back on and be shot stone.
I like this. Just a hair less. Don't want to go. If we're by, whoa.
Looks like he's got lots of weight here. He doesn't really want to bounce off. Oh. Great shot by Wes Forget. This is going to leave Sebastian no alternative but to try to double peel here, and if he can get some momentum, he may get some carry right through.
Crotch, go right through, straight through, I think. Yeah, either or. Right, it's straight, peel. Hard! Keep going.
Just outside center. Right side. Edge, sorry.
Well, Bowie Abbas Mills removes the two MAUS guards, and now Cody MAUS will try to replace the center guard.
Like a high guard. Yeah, like 2 feet. Not tight enough for you to hold.
Cody, the 32-year-old from Toronto.
Just clean. How's weight?
He actually plays Thursday nights in my men's league down in Oakville.
He does he?
Yep.
Jeff, you're in. Yep.
Does he beat you?
All the way, Jeff.
Now and again, yeah, he actually
again.
he did beat us this year. He's got a newer team of let's just call them learning curlers.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hate trying that.
Dougie Enright will love that.
Let's try the blue, run the blue right on here. Or this. Okay, try to get the shooter in board.
Well, I like the idea that Sebastian's trying to get a secondary rock in the house.
Yeah, by throwing this kind of weight, it kind of accomplishes two things.
Yeah.
Removes the yellow and puts another one of your own rocks in the house.
Well, it's a bit of a complex shot though, like a good looking shot here coming from Ryan. If it just curls up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Scott McDonald not wanting to leave something for Sebastian to carry him in off of later in the end. They will just try to replace that center guard here with Cody MAUS.
Light clean.
Room down, Wes.
Line's a hair tighter.
Room down.
Whoa, whoa, Wes.
Line's good.
Jeff, you're in. Jeff, you're in.
Nope.
Yeah, not yet.
Over curling if anything.
No, you're good. Wes, you're in now. No. No.
Easy, guys.
Just clean, just clean. Great spot.
Just right on the nose is good. Right on the nose. Oh, yeah!
Out.
He's hitting it high. Oh, really close.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Great shot by Ryan McCready. Well called, well swept.
Great shot.
Well thrown.
Replay, TSL replay coming in here. Andrew Denny Pesh keeping that straight. And then the beauty of it is he takes the back one with it though too. Well, this is going to give Scott McDonald one chance here to try to get around and get frozen.
It's a little wide.
Well, I didn't think two. I thought two was really difficult.
Wow, this is looking hot. 14-7. That's not going to help. Well, that's going to give Sebastian the opportunity to walk one in himself.
It runs and then it goes. We gotta be in the
You know, I know the Epping and Howard game earlier today that they struggled with the weight a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of falling deep or going deep a couple times, and so now it's already happening to Scott McDonald. You know, so Sebastian here has got the opportunity here
30?
to walk one around, get it locked onto his own, and protect that button and be in really good shape. He looked like he might have rolled the sod over on this one. Really tight.
Whoa, if you can. Whoa, whoa. Line's great. Whoa, 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 then.
Well, that tighter line's probably better. He's 16.25, so.
That is fast ice.
Whoa, no freeze.
Wow, good spot. Really good spot.
No, I thought this one.
Freeze.
That one you pretty much have to hit this on the nose.
I think we can get a hair low on it, Cody.
Well, for Scott McDonald,
Sure. What, does he lose this?
he has to be really careful here. He's
2/3?
there's two ROBILLARD stones in there already, and he's running their stone back. And if he misses sort of making contact, it's going to be a free draw for 3 for Sebastian.
The weight was just the right weight. Good curling hair early.
No, I think he's trying to invent curl down there. His intern, he sort of throws it from a tiny bit of a narrow position, and therefore it sort of wants to float back on him just a smidge. It's what the first end of play he hit and rolled out in that same spot. And so now Sebastian choosing to play the open hit.
Control. I like this better.
versus
Well,
the exact same draw. I'm not so sure why, but he obviously feels more comfortable with this. And if successful, he will get 3 points and jump to a 2-point lead.
Hard, hard. Oh, 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 oh. Clean, clean. Hard, hard, hard.
Well done by Sebastian Robillard. 3 points here in the third end of play.
That snapped on my hand.
Robillard will be leading by a score of 4-2. Here it comes in, makes the hit, he uses his own for a little bit of a stopper. Good enough.
That one went sideways. Can we use the spare rock?
They're thinking maybe have a bit of a curly rock. I think he was making sure he wasn't tossing that outside a little bit, Ian.
Well, I think so too. I think the curlers get an opportunity prior to the game, and to match up a set of rocks that they want. They can take a rock from any of the 4 sheets out here
Top 4, guys.
and put together 4 stones that they would like
Top
to
4,
use.
sure. Looks light from
But
here,
sometimes
guys.
in practice conditions versus game conditions,
real
they change a little bit.
Yeah.
3. Oh, it's not even tight. Yeah, I don't know, man, about that rock, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, Andrew Denny Petch throws this thing short, where I'm not sure that Sebastian would have liked, and it's going to give Jeff Grant the opportunity to throw the corner guard. I'm actually more surprised that he's not guarding that stone, so they can't peel it on the next one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does go up and rip it.
Good shot, Jeff.
Not gonna.
I think Sebastian's got 1 gear. It's 6th gear, and we're all in.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Tons of line. Whoa, whoa, you got Bowie in, all the way. Yeah, we're way out there.
As I mentioned earlier, I know Sebastian's father approached me and wanted to send out a shout out to both his wife, Helga, who's back in Brussels, and his daughter, Melanie, who is in Spain right now, I believe, but is Madrid, Spain, but is apparently going to be moving to Switzerland shortly.
Did he make this trip just to see his son curl in this?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Heavy clean.
His father obviously works with NATO, and so former RCMP man himself.
Let's go, Wes. All the way to stop. All the way to stop. Okay.
Well, Sebastian won't be happy with Andrew's 2 stones that are short of the rings there, and when he's 2 up. He's 2 up without the hammer here, and now 2 perfect stones by Jeff Grant.
If you all you gotta do is make it in here anywhere for second. He's gonna follow you in.
Not wanting to follow the MAUS stone down and try to corner freeze, he's just going to go right behind his 2 center guards and go on the offense. Sometimes the best defense is an offense.
Yeah.
No, we're not wide enough. No, it's not. Well, Ryan, if you can. Okay, go. Whoa. Yeah. That's good enough.
This pass shouldn't be that far
Like this at all?
I think that's a brilliant call, Cody. I think if you went all in and started playing around to that thing there, he just has to make one shot and you've got nothing. So I think you need to create some angles for yourself. Wes Forget from Kingston. I'm going to try to make the straight back and hold his shooter around. Oh, which he does just that. Well, it's a little bit more comforting when your rock, the center stone, is the control rock.
It's going to be a lot quicker now.
Bowie Abbas Mills here, the 28-year-old from Carlton Place, is being tasked to throw the in-turn draw around to the top 4 foot.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Line's good. Top 4. Whoa. Whoa. Top 4 only. Top 4 only. No, 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 no. Shot.
Back line.
I think you got to kind of keep doing that, maybe, eh?
Just the tapped one. The other one's just rolling for a corner. Tap that to T-line.
Okay, good throw here, Wes.
I think you might be able to.
Good back line. Wait's close.
Close for line. Yeah. Hard line. Hard line. Good, 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 good. Easy, 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 easy. Heavy, 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 heavy. Very nice. Shot.
Oh, what a great shot. Great shot.
Solid control.
Good call, Cody.
Actually, throw normal out here. It's got to roll in a hair. Well, yep.
Ryan McCready going to try to hit and roll in here if he can. Oh, this looks like it's moving back and off, and the best he's going to do is nose it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Well, Cody MAUS, this will set him up for at least a 2 this end, providing he doesn't roll out.
Which way would he like to roll here, Ian? Either?
I think he's trying to roll to the left as we are looking at that shot.
Behind the center guard.
Well, he can roll behind the center. Actually, he'd almost like to roll way over to the edge of the 8 foot.
Mm-hmm. Another inch, Scott.
Because I think in a perfect world, if he plays back over there and then Sebastian noses it, he may even go back in around his own corner guard again.
Yep. Hard, Wes. Hard.
No.
Whoa.
I think
Nope.
they're going to get lucky here.
Very
Wow.
lucky,
Spin.
man.
Well, that's a little bit like let court in tennis. And all you can do is acknowledge that the other team that it's a fluke. You know?
Yeah. Cody's struggling a little bit with those soft shots.
That's going in also.
Yeah, I just think that he's in his mind, he's thinking it's so keen, and I just think he's actually throwing some of those hits. You know, maybe it's been a while since he's been in this type of game, and you know, just struggling with the nerves a little bit.
Yeah.
Ryan trying to run this back.
It's gone. No, it's okay. It's not bad. It's pretty good, Ryan.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, they got real lucky to get that one there.
Cody here going to ignore the Robillard stone on the button and try to go around the corner guard and basically establish a third shot stone over there, knowing that Sebastian can hit his out right around the button, but I guess he just feels that regardless of where he goes, he's going to have a fairly easy double.
Lots of line right now.
I think it's heavy. Whoa, whoa, not lots of line. Whoa if you're heavy.
Whoa, whoa. Wait only.
Just top 8.
This is starting to go hard now.
West,
Yeah.
line
Hard
good.
West. Wait only. Line's good.
Easy,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
easy,
No,
easy,
no, no, no.
easy.
Just beside.
Great shot by Cody MAUS. 15 and a half, almost 15-6 hog to hog there. So yeah, it's Zolanite out here as we would say.
Great throw, Cody.
Chase. How much can you see of this one?
It's running about 12 or 13 on the stemp meter.
Okay, so what if we nose this or hit and roll here? No, hit and roll away, he makes a double back. I'm thinking nose, and if he wants to make the double, he's got to roll out.
If we roll behind the corner and he makes the double, we can freeze.
Can I ever hit this and move this at the same time?
You gotta make a call here. I like hitting.
We're not, we're good. Control. We got lots of time. No, we're gonna. No, I think nose. Nose.
I love listening to Sebastian. He's got a lot of conviction in his voice as to what he wants.
He does.
Roll, it's fine. Because then we'll just give him 2. Control, yeah.
Sebastian looking to remove the MAUS stone and stay right there, thinking that it's going to be relatively difficult for Scott McDonald to make the double.
I almost want to hit it thick, okay?
Actually, if Scott wanted to get a little bit aggressive, he could possibly make the double and spin his shooter over, but that's always a tough one to
There, boys.
tough one to gauge.
To spin up the house. We're going to try to hit about half of that blue on the right side.
Can't bring that one back.
In. Stick with the shear.
If he ever does, he can just draw around that.
Has to hit about an inch or less of this right-hand stone
No, I'm saying if he goes out.
to nose the second stone on the button.
Close. Yeah! Yes! Yes!
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa!
whoa, whoa.
Shooter, Wes! Shooter! Shooter! Shooter!
Oh, oh wow.
Well, unfortunately,
Way over? I think
our
normal.
TSL team here has been able to pull up a replay on this. We can watch the action in the rings as he removes that and it goes all the way, spins all the way up,
Behind all that stuff on the right.
and removes the other, the third Robillard stone. So the unfortunate part is that he's kind of left a relatively routine double takeout here, right back for
Yeah.
Sebastian. I don't know if that other yellow stone is biting at the back. It looks like it is it not?
I think it is. So if he makes this double, MAUS should have a shot for 2.
Trying to roll his shooter all the way over if he can.
Go, baby, go!
Oh, valiant attempt.
Shot the sweep. Shot the sweep the whole way.
So maybe from our overhead view here of the house, we can have a look to make sure that, pretty sure that Yellowstone is biting, and this is an open hit for 2.
Yes, it is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice work for the team.
Yeah, great first shot for Scott McDonald to set this deuce up.
That's fine.
No, I was talking about our TSL team.
Them too.
You're okay. Clean. Clean.
Big shout out to our Ice Tech team once again.
All right.
They're being very good to us.
Great
this
shot
week.
by Scott McDonald here to finish off the 4th end of play. Picks up 2 big points here to tie this game at 4 apiece.
That was a nice. He's not making anything, but that was a nice shot he just made. That was a nice shot.
Well, that was a couple of really nice shots in that end, Ian. Set that deuce up.
No, I'm good. If he makes those, go ahead. Roll over top.
Well, it's interesting how Andrew Denny Pesh missed both his shots in that end, and right from 4 rocks in, they were in trouble.
Yeah.
And I think Sebastian knew it, and so he tried to do the best he could to sort of get out of it.
Yeah.
But you know, the MAUS team all made their shots. There wasn't sort of a half shot in there anywhere. Actually, Cody did get the lucky break.
Right, yeah.
It's good, Cody. I think we're still just to your broom. Shot. What?
Bowie! Wow. Where is it?
Well, Jeff Grant making his center guard perfectly. And now Andrew Denny Pesh, who has struggled with the weight here. He's either been the back ring or short of the house.
Okay.
Back 4.
Locker on.
Jeff Grant, the 30-year-old native of Toronto.
Line's good. Just 6, 7 minutes right now. We can go. Go ahead. Line's good. Way down. Hard. 3, 4 now. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
I think that one's short.
All the way. All the way.
May get it just in.
Top button, top 4.
Jeff coming short, and so Andrew Denny Pesh is going to get a chance with the other turn to hopefully walk one in there to the top of the 4-foot.
Well, you got to go, Ryan. Ryan! Oh. Wait up there! Bowie in! No, Ryan! Hard! It's gone now. Okay, bounce it. Oh, man. Bounce it.
Back 4.
Wow, just seeing everybody's, the lead men are having a heck of a time trying to find the rings.
I don't want you to throw anything more than back 8. If we're right in the 4-foot at the top, that's fine. And we can, if we're great, we'll bring it there.
Wesley Forget, 2016 Canadian Travelers champion.
Okay. How's line?
Good. Stay real close. No, you're by. nearby.
It's trying. It's really trying.
Not curling at all.
Like the weight's coming off.
Right
Go
to
away.
the
Go,
back.
go, Jeff.
Right to the back door. Yep.
Go, Jeff.
Yep. Come on.
Go, 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 go.
Hard.
Great scrubbing, great shot. Great shot by Wes Forget. Wes is having a great game here so far.
It's real good.
I touched the blue guard as I went by. I don't think I moved it.
Wait, you touched it going north way.
I think my foot just grazed it, but if it looks different.
I'm pretty sure there was no
Like
path
wide
to
open?
get it straight through. So right there.
Well, this call surprises me from Sebastian. The only reason I say that is what when you got the hammer and you're going to leave staggered guards up front, you are now at the mercy of the curling gods, because all it takes is one shot and you could be screwed for the rest of the end.
Okay, wait for it. Yep. Whoa. Denian. Yeah, go. Hard, Ridge. You gotta go, Denny. Go till it stops. Hard. Great. Go. Great shot.
Great scrubbing.
Good sweep, guys.
What a great shot by Boyabbas Mills to get that in there.
Give you a couple inches less.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, really important here, Mary, is that he's not heavy. Like, even if he leaves it in the top 12 foot, at least it leaves him at an angle on something he can use.
Easy early. Whoa, no bounce. Short's okay.
How's line?
Line's great. Can't bounce.
Can't go.
Close.
Can't go.
Whoa. Can't bounce it. Oh, no.
If you play this,
That's a great shot. The only unfortunate thing is they probably should have swept it to keep some angle, because now, they did tap
It's about 3/4 high.
Ruby Ira in for shot, and then and now the angles are so straight, so that blue stone is not going anywhere for a while.
Well, yeah. Hard. Yeah. Uh-oh. Shooter. Sit.
Oh dear.
Sit. Good shot. Great shot. That's real good.
Same thing. The line's real good.
Sure.
Well, Mary, I'm not sure what I would do here. You could just
3 inches outside the edge.
Sure.
you could just try to lock him into his single point here in the fifth end of play,
Top 4. The line's
which
getting
wouldn't
big
be so bad.
as much as you can.
And or you can get it somewhat aggressive and try to chisel your own up a little bit and just lodge your back stone. That's
Right.
about it. But you cannot roll off. There might be a double off the outside yellow, but you have to hit it awfully thin, and if you ever hit your top one, it could be ugly. Cody MAUS here. Gonna try and jiggle these rocks a little bit if he can.
Yep. Line's good.
Now, Cody's first stone all game long is curled. He's racked on guards and a lot of hits, so this is kind of like the first one we've seen where he's actually thrown a draw.
Go West. Hard West. Hard. Little bounce.
No, if you're here, you make the double here. If he plays anything weight-wise, the 4 is gone, this is gone. So we'll be okay. Even
He's
in the
got,
cross, you get all 3 yellows, I think.
In my opinion, he doesn't have anything over here, really. I think his shot is actually the wide intern draw around
Half a rock, then half.
to the top of the button.
Yes.
Maybe right, even right on the button. They're going hard on this to try to save this stone. Oh, God. That is absolutely ugly. There's no other way to paraphrase that.
Yep.
He totally released his 2 stones. I'm not sure why he was trying to hit it.
Yeah.
And now Cody MAUS can't run down that sheet fast enough to try to double these 2 blue stones out. And once he does that, he's going to be laying at least, well, 2 if not 3 buried.
Hit that one just a hair high, and then you can get the 5 and the back one. Then I'll the guide this way. So hit it like there. Yeah, hit the guard, but right, like just on the nose right here.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Clean.
Good looking shot coming here from Cody MAUS. And he makes the double takeout.
Yeah. And if it's wide, you can make that like that. No, you're gonna hit that. Just rip the guard and try. You can get all 3 here if you hit it right there. It's literally, I think, 7/8 high. Whoa.
Ryan's trying the straight back here. Try to get both of them.
That's not bad.
Well, he gets one, but stuffs the other.
Tap the 5 straight back to
They're
her.
on second, I think.
For Scott McDonald and Cody MAUS.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because it goes into here.
The only problem is that.
I think it's really tough to make that.
I think they're going to have to replace that center guard.
Then we suck around the center. Okay, that's one there.
Split center tolerance is wide.
Sure.
Just get him center.
Yes. Yeah.
Halfway. He might be running. If you make it real good, he's probably running 8, but halfway.
Sure. Yeah, I'll try to give you guys a good guard here. Halfway.
There. I should have swept to get the other
we
one.
are, yeah. We want to just.
No, I could have made it not jam. It would have dragged it
split
across.
center
But
on air on the side of not now. Okay. So it's still slick, Abel.
fast is in that spot.
Half
So fast.
So Scott McDonald just going to put the center line guard up here.
If I can get a hole through the hole, I can make the double in the 2 if he's using the hole.
Well, I think he's got to make sure that he gets this guard to just touch the center line, take away any path down the middle.
Bring down the hole anyway. You're really over.
This is going to over curl here, I think. He may give him a slash double.
No! Stop! No.
Everybody's saying no.
Yeah, I think Scott softed his release there a little bit, and that's why it took off.
You know,
It's going into that blue too.
I didn't think it would curl.
What about just, can I get it through the hole? No, Yeah, they're going to be like 2 though.
Not bad.
No, it's not.
What if I just run
We'll listen in here to Sebastian and his team.
run the blue and try to get it like this?
Well, I think if it was me, my first order of business would be to try to get the top 2 rocks, the one in the top 8 foot and the one in the top 4 foot, and try to get those, even if you slash them. Slash them and hopefully roll off, and at least hopefully you've got an opportunity for your single. At this point, I think he would take a single. He's trying to make his life really difficult by trying to run this blue corner guard in and hopefully get some action.
Right? That top one in? Is that one in?
Well, it's not too bad, actually. Well, it is. It's not good for him. It's good for the MAUS team, but I think Scott McDonald here is going to try to get at least get second shot in here at the back of the 4 foot and make Sebastian's life extremely difficult to try to score his single point.
We almost want to come right back down to their blue.
We're just following that.
But, yeah. This is who's
Mind you, he's going to have to throw it a little better than he did the last one. Just because he softed the release and it curled all the way to the other side of center here. He's just got to believe it, and they're discussing weights. I think he's got lots of weight.
Broom down.
Broom. Wait only.
Broom
Line's
down.
Good. Line's good for back 4. Right to the blue.
Yep. Go now, guys.
Easy. You're in here.
Yeah, go, boy.
Yeah.
That's a great shot by Scott McDonald. I'm not sure if they took it too far, and there's
Yeah, you make it to
No
that.
triple, is there, Ian?
well, there might be. I think if he can get to the nose on that, really good sweeping by these guys. They cleaned it the whole way down. Really nice weight. Gets it in.
If I can get the nose, I can make it.
I thought we were trying to glue it on the blue.
Steal at 3, right? If I miss.
Wow, this ice is just perfect right now. Obviously, I've got to take a moment and thank the ice team here from the OCA, captained by Darren Sinclair, his team with Tom Leonard, Dave McDermott, Colin Slippers Darling, Donnie Powell, and Scott Muir, Jim Gleason, Dave Palin, Doug Wiley. They've done an incredible job. I know it takes a lot of work to be out here and get great ice conditions, but these guys, to them, it's a craft and it's an art, and I think they've done an incredible job. I know they've had a lot of help from Joe, the arena guy, though, too. So
It is there, though. I can see it.
I think he might have been the guy that wanted them to rock the pebble.
Ah, okay. So Sebastian had a good long look at that possible triple, but he's just chosen to play the draw here.
Hard line.
Wow, it's a big draw here. Really big draw. And he's tight for line here, and I know he's got lots of weight, so if he can wind it in here and get a point, it is huge. And he's going to roll off, and I think that is just going to be one for Cody MAUS. They're looking at the second point.
Fuck's sakes.
Might have a measure here. Oh.
He's kicked it off, so I would think that it was, I believe that's 2 points for Cody MAUS. MAUS will now jump out to a 6-4 lead after 5 ends of play. We will take a short break here and be back to the 2018 Men's Recharge with Milk Tankard here in the Summit Center in Huntsville, Ontario. Welcome back to the Canada Summit Centre in Huntsville, Ontario for this 2018 Men's Recharge with Milk Tankard. We have just completed 5 ends of play in this Page Playoff 3-4 game between Cody MAUS and Sebastien ROBILLARD. Cody MAUS just stole 2 points in that 5th end and it now has a 6-4 lead. So here we are at the beginning of the 6th end of play here. Mary, what are we going to see here from both these squads in the next 5 ends?
Well, I don't think the ROBILLARD team is too happy about that steal of 2 from Cody MAUS. They're going to have to just bear down here. They still got 5 more ends to go.
Well, I think if he looks back at that, and I think his first call in the his first rock in that 5th end will be the one that he'd like to throw over. I'm not sure. I think I would have just tried to throw the slash myself, or even just try to nose it.
Yeah.
And then Cody's probably going to block it off, and the most he could ever do would be steal 1. Jeff Grant throwing his first stone to the top of the button very successfully. And Andrew Denny Petch going to try to get a corner guard up and play. Andrew has struggled this first half of the this match. Mary, I think he's got to find his weight. He's either been sort of back 12 foot or short of the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get it to the logo if you can. Okay, good throw. Good shot. Just over curling.
It's been mouth right.
Finds it there.
Nice and tight.
Nice corner guard by Andrew.
Nicely done. Cody MAUS asking for Jeff Grant to throw a tight center now.
Weight's good.
Line's
Might
good.
be a hair heavy.
Okay. Line's good. Broom down if you can.
Both
I
of
don't want
these
to yet.
teams qualifying through the Seaside to make it to this
Fire in the whole way.
championship 3-4 game.
Don't ever want to go, Cody.
Cody MAUS actually won one game on B side, but Sebastien ROBILLARD, he even sort of admittedly said that they didn't play very well the first 2 games, but then got it going with wins over Wayne Tuck and Joe Franz and finally Mark Bice to get to this 3-4 game. Whereas Cody MAUS had big wins over Mike McLean, Greg Balsden, and Mark Keane, which was a huge victory. You and I kind of expected Mark Keane to get into this 3-4 game.
Yeah.
Bowie in, all me. Just even. You don't want to give this guy a double peel. Uh-oh.
We don't even have to do commentary. We can just listen to Sebastien the whole time here. He kind of tell you exactly what's going on. West Forget going to try to do the double peel.
Yeah. This guy can throw it hard.
Yes.
Looks a little tight here though, but he gets lots of handle on this. Wow, he's going to go over top of that stone. Well, good scrubbing by Cody MAUS to try to get that almost all the way off the sheet.
Back 12. T-line's okay. T-line or behind the tee, just, yeah.
So pretty good setup here for Sebastien. He's going to come around this corner guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Line's good. It's all you. Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Room. Line's good. Line's good, guys. Line's real good. You got to finish. You got to finish, Kenny. Go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Shot. Good shot, guys.
It's pretty thick to go over top, but make sure.
You can get close to nose with this too, Wes.
Nice draw by Bowie Abbas Mills, and now West Forget is just not going to take any chances. Get rid of this corner guard. God, he can throw that hard. You got to get out your stopwatch there, Mary.
I know. Well, it's over there on my phone. What are you thinking? 7 seconds? Even less?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He might be under 6. I think between he and Dave Mathers, they're probably the quickest.
Brian in. Whoa. Whoa, over curling. No, line should be good. Let it sit. Where is it? No.
Bowie trying to replace this corner guard. It looks like it's going to
Good job, Bowie. That's good.
be perfect.
You thought maybe it was a little heavy.
Oh, it looked like it was starting to curl off, but
Yeah.
weight was just fine.
Intern across the face.
So it's gonna, it's interesting when they start throwing
give
it.
it a go if you want.
When Cody throws at this, the one thing he doesn't want to do is absolutely nose it, right?
Yeah,
Because then that brings 3 back into play.
Yeah.
That close, Cody?
That's middle. Give me an inch or 2 less.
Inch or 2 less?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's trying the double, right, Ian?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Like if he can make it and pick it off, fantastic. Otherwise, I think he's looking to even just hit and roll in front of his own, possibly.
Close. Yeah! Whoa, shooter! Go!
Oh, so close.
And that's the problem, is that you either got to get it.
That's right. Now he's left another guard out
You
there.
can play this now. I don't even mind. Actually, this is not bad either. Leave that right in the middle there and roll
A little bit
here.
better than I thought it would. They're great.
Control.
Well, Sebastian's going to get Ryan McCready here to try to, if he can make the double takeout, fantastic. If not, he's even okay with just jamming it and flopping away. He's just trying to keep his 2 rocks really well separated.
Yep. Well, yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Shooter. Okay, that's good. Real good.
It's kind of what Sebastian was hoping for, but he would have loved him to roll to the right. The issue he has now is that now Cody can actually hit. He can actually nose this and be second stone.
Third shot up top. Yeah.
What Cody does not want to do, he does not want to hit and roll buried, because then Sebastian can come in and freeze to him. In my opinion, I don't think you want to roll this buried.
Clean.
No.
Clean.
No, it's wide. Clean.
Yep. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Whoa.
Oh, God. So that's a bit of a brushing area. You wanted to
Yeah.
make sure you stayed for second stone.
Still good, eh? I mean, if he knows it's the front, you're still good.
You can also lie 2 doing this.
Good pass.
Okay, right here. Yeah, right on the T line.
I'm just not sure. Like, if he goes in right on T-line, I still think that gives Cody MAUS the opportunity to come down and freeze to him with very minimal risk.
Bowie. Wow. Wow. How heavy? Like through? No, there's no split.
How fresh is their head?
We're right out in the open.
I got it.
Second shot is good if it stops.
Go, Cody, go. Go, Cody, go.
Okay.
Well, if we go back to that overhead, just to confirm
Over that one too.
who is second shot and third shot.
We're never going to make that line. Okay.
And they're all kind of looking at these, and they're all unsure.
I wouldn't bet the house, but it's close.
They just said no. Well, they just said no.
Not
so.
sure. I don't think it's. That side's off.
What do you think, Mary? Can you tell from that overhead what
I think blue at the back,
you think? Blue at the back.
then yellow,
Oh,
then
sure, yeah,
front
I mean,
blue.
Like, that's not bad.
That's your. You're a betting woman. That's it.
I think
Hold
so.
on. Like it's over buried. I'm thinking throw like solid half. Like you got most of it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I still think I don't think it really changes the call because I think he can come down and freeze to that back blue, and be sure that he's second stone.
It's over buried. You can't. It's tough to tap it on that side.
Are we shot over that one though?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I like just a solid hack.
I like throwing hack max.
Okay.
If you give me middle of the K,
Okay.
And he knows your back, and you get a double for two.
we're not sure who shot, so we're just.
I don't mind that either.
Yeah, we're trying to make a goal.
Yeah, let's try that.
No, this is good though.
Scott not going to take any chances here. He's going to play a hack weight
I wasn't thinking of that.
take out. And
Easy.
Yep.
Hit out the back though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Easy.
Clean.
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 Clean. Yep.
Clean.
Yeah.
Just
I
clean.
think I can freeze in like two
Right
though.
to it.
It's not
Clean.
moving as much yet.
Good. Good shot. So.
really nice control there by Scott McDonald. Here in this sixth end of play in the men's recharge with Milk Tankard, page 3 for a playoff game.
Just a little pressure up in
We are in the sixth end of play,
Yeah.
and Cody MAUS maintains a 2-point lead at this point.
Go back line. We're gonna try to split them. But the important one is the shooter behind the guard. And then if it's behind the guard, he's got to hit the open one. Yeah, we're trying to cross the face. So back line. Solid back line.
thought it was plenty.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. No, no,
Trying to cross the face here.
No.
Backline weight.
no.
Don't know why that guy is sweeping.
Shooter! Weight was perfect.
God, Cody MAUS can just nose this.
That weight was great.
And I'm not sure how Sebastian's going to get his point. Like, I wasn't a fan of that call. I think he totally had to remove that shot, and even he went straight back and nosed it, and then Cody would have to double. At least he'd have an opportunity for his single point.
Right on the nose, guys.
It's not looking good now.
If he hits this right on the nose, even, well, he can't really roll to the left, but right on the nose is even if he rolled a rock to the right, he would be in great shape. It's a little tight, so he's feeding it back a bit.
Hard!
Blessed or
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Very nice.
That's a great shot by Scott McDonald.
I don't know, man. You think same weight?
Sebastian's making this tough on himself. He's going to have to play the tap to the right to the button
Got it back to where it had
to get his single point here in the sixth end of play.
Just tap right on the nose. If we tap it into the fourth, we're only getting up one. If that curls a hair, it's gone.
Roll out, so like it's all-
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I think he's going top.
Same weight.
Thrown against 4 here.
Hard. 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 Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're going to have to go hard to keep this online. Oh dear. He might be too heavy tapping this through the hole. Oh. Oh dear. That is absolute disaster. That looks like it's going to be a steal of 4 for Cody MAUS here in the 6th end of play, which may put a nail in the coffin here for Sebastien Robillard.
Well, Ian, he was actually playing the straight back tap onto the one on the forefoot. But when you're shooting against 4, you may want to bring that weight down and, like you say, just try to tap to the button.
Well, I think the ice. He had tight ice, and when you see tight ice, I think in your mind you feel like you got to up the weight a little bit. And he was thinking that he probably had some backing there though too. Mm-hmm. You know, which you don't want to have to try to bank on. So with that steal of 4 points, Cody MAUS will jump to a 10-4 lead, and that I'm not saying that it is insurmountable, because anything is possible.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Sebastien Robillard,
I thought it was just a slide.
that one was painful.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm in a good spot now. I can take this.
So,
Like you said, his mistake might have been more on his first call.
Years of practice.
Well, first call, just make sure that you're shot rock, right?
Yeah.
Just go straight back. If you hit it straight back and it flops in behind cover, fantastic.
Yeah.
But don't get fancy.
Yeah.
And I think that's all he's been doing here is getting fancy on some of his shots when he just needs to be a little bit more straightforward. I mean, it's no different when he was playing the 5th end on his first stone. He had the chance to either nose and or slash and just open up the forefoot so he could get his single point.
Right.
I don't think there was any real gamble there. Well, his gamble was actually trying to run his guard in.
Yeah.
And trying to get the extra point and trying to save a rock at the back of the forefoot as an extra point. I think against a guy like Cody MAUS, that's a rarity.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so kind of tough when you're down this many points to try to keep your spirits up here, and
Just the one.
we've all been there.
Nice throw.
the winner of this game will move on into the semifinal game tomorrow morning at 9:30, right here on Title Sports Live. And the winner of that semifinal will join Glenn Howard tomorrow afternoon at 2:30.
Nice shot.
okay, back 12.
Looked really smooth
Back
out of
12.
your hand.
Back 12. Back 12.
Yeah, if you don't have to roll it across the street, you know.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Shot.
Make sure.
Well, if you got a guy that's going to try to play a run in out here in the wing, I think it's Wes Forget.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Oh, it's still going out.
Wow.
Wow, he hits it too thin.
Sorry, Wes.
Well, Mary, you put the stopwatch on that one. What did you get?
Really good rusher.
6 seconds, 6.37 seconds.
That's pretty quick.
It is.
We got a third one instead of Sweden.
There you go.
Tight, guys.
I remember going out with my wife doing this and trying to time it, and I think the best she could ever do was 8.5.
Gotta curl
8.5?
tight.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
Leave it high,
it's
leave it high, leave it
it's
high.
definitely an art.
Just try to run anyway.
Wow, just getting the leg
Okay,
drive
good.
and keeping your legs underneath you,
Or yeah, the balance.
and being accurate.
Exactly.
Cody MAUS not taking any chances here. We'll just peel off this corner guard.
Yep. Yep.
Easy, easy, easy.
Clean. Whoa. Got it.
Well done by Cody.
Jump. Jump.
Across our great nation, there are provincial playdowns going on.
Let it stop, let it stop.
In the other provinces, Manitoba, you've got Reed Carruthers up against Mike McEwen in their 1-2 game.
Okay, good throw.
I do know that Mike McEwen's team has been running with 3 guys because Mike himself has got chicken pox and apparently in the hospital.
That's right.
Okay.
I know Alberta's got their provincial championships on as well. And a familiar name, and then Brendan Botcher
Nope.
is in the 1-2 game against Karsten Sturmey, which is an unfamiliar name to myself, and nice to see
Best
some
spot is top 4 right
new
here.
and different names in. Obviously, with Kevin Koo not being there, off to the Olympics, some different names will be coming through Alberta. Charlie Thomas
So you
and
gotta get
Dalen
in the top
Vivavik
4.
are actually in the 3-4 game out there. BC has got their provincial championship is going right now as well. And I believe that Jim Cotter had made it into the final, winning the 1-2
Top
game.
4. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just bite the forefoot, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just bite the 4.
My understanding is if Mike McEwen doesn't make
Where is
it
it?
through, he is actually going to
Whoa,
be
whoa, whoa,
able
cannot-
to
just-
be
just
one
in
of the
front
2
of the
teams playing off for the wild card.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa,
so
Whoa, whoa. It's pretty good.
Well, I think he would have probably want to guarantee his
I know.
himself the spot rather than having to play off.
Yeah, it's amazing with the
Third makes it.
him not even being there this week. Team is still doing great.
If you don't score 2.
Obviously, Brad Gushul will be our Team Canada this year at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Where do we go on my next one? Same spot?
It'll be different to see another Newfoundland team
That needs to be 2.
come out of that province.
2 news. Who knew?
Yeah.
Scott McDonald here going to probably take a run at the double.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yes!
Really close here. Look at this. Oh, just across the face.
Oh, the ooh. The up 6 ooh. Yeah, just make it real wide.
Oh, man. Good chance.
Just get it back there somewhere.
If you run a good line, you just soften it a bit.
Well, I was never going to.
Sure.
I was never going to.
You can give me less, Bowie.
Yeah.
Less.
I almost called
We can go way wide. If we don't score 2, we'll just shave, but we try to score 2.
Well, at least Sebastian is still optimistic here, trying to get his deuce.
Back 12. Back 12. Back 12. Where is it there or not? Well, leave it just a biter then. Might as well hammer it. Go. Yep. Hard, Cody. Hard, Cody.
Well, he hangs it on perfectly, so there is no double takeout. Scott McDonald will just make one of them go away and probably just concede the deuce here. That would
It'd be really nice to beat
put him at 4 up with the hammer, playing the 8th end.
Good normal.
Throwing firm.
Sorry? I like good normal. Just keep it strong.
Still two. It's doable.
Whoa.
No. Close.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yeah, at this point, all Scott McDonald's looking to do is
Clean. Yep.
leave his rock
Hang in
shot
there.
stone
Whoa.
for Sebastian to make a play on it. Hang around for his second point.
Crickets. No, I mean.
Just control.
Yep.
Sebastian Robillard, his last rock in this 7th end of play. And the men's recharge with Milk Tankard, page 3-4.
Hard.
And successfully completed by Sebastian. So that'll be 2 points for the Robillard team. They will trail 10-6 to Cody Moss here after 7 ends of play.
Throw a couple corners.
Well, Mary, Sebastian, you just heard him.
Kind of reverse strategy here.
Halfway tight.
Well, a lot of times when you're down 2 or more, rather than throwing center guards because they can tick them and what have you,
All right.
you throw the corner guard.
Yep.
So the thinking is you throw 2 different corner guards, you get the 5th rock, you can actually go around one of them. And by the time they walk up and they peel that corner guard, you can now go around the other corner guard. They're probably going to hit the open one, and then you're going around the other corner guard again. So hopefully you get the opportunity at some point to lay 3, and he's got to make a shot against 3.
Okay.
So I'm more surprised here that they wouldn't get Jeff Grant to try to tick that rock into the rings.
I think we're okay, Cody. For weight. Okay.
Where Cody Moss came out to try to help sweep this thing, and
Might have to guard that.
it's short.
Throw one.
Definitely not what
No.
what the Moss team would want. So now Sebastian will actually guard that stone because the Moss team can actually peel their own rock in the free guard zone
Well.
in the first 4
Open
rocks,
off.
but you cannot
Bowie,
remove the
you can.
opponent's rock from play.
Bowie. Whoa. Let it stop. Line's good if it stops. You get it a hair, Bowie. Yep. You gotta guard it anyway. It's good.
Up for it.
Good throw.
Make this one good, Jeff.
The only bad part about that is that Wes Forget is in the hack next. And
Line's nice.
he can throw it pretty hard, pretty accurately.
Yeah.
He might be able to get rid of all 3 of those rocks because they are fairly tightly grouped.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Yeah, go, 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 go.
Good, 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 good,
Good.
good.
Good shot.
Let's go back 8. Bury 8 one around everything.
Okay, Wes, you got this. Shot.
Hard line. Hard line. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hard. All you got, guys. Hard, Denny.
Trying to get Bowie Abbas Mills to get it around this corner guard.
Okay, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, that's good. Okay, not bad.
Just the one.
It was tight there, eh?
Cody not going to take any chances here. Just get rid of the center stone, which is, you know, for him cuts down his scoring area if you left it there.
T-line, back 8.
Just keep messing
Sebastian's going to take, try and get Bowie to put it right back in there.
Line's tight. Well, you gotta go line. Okay, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, you gotta go. Whoa, whoa. Okay, you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Whoa, 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 back foot, back foot. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sebastian kind of wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Yeah,
He
he
just
does.
kind of, he's thinking he's tight. No, they're wide. And tight, and then, oh no, we got that left through.
Hey, Wes, nice curl here.
I'm surprised he doesn't try the other double, just the other double, the blue yellow, one
Yeah.
of the wide ones here. Because the blue's still going to be buried back there, even if he makes this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Touch it.
How was this?
Oh,
How's this?
oh.
Wow. What a great shot by Wes Forget. You know, when things are going right, they're going right. You get the lucky breaks. You know, he can throw this so hard and accurate, and we were talking about. And he gets the action, and Sebastian, all he can do is
watch.
watch and acknowledge that is a great shot.
Okay, line's good. Line's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bowie, you gotta finish this hard. Bowie, back 12. Bowie all the way if you can. You gotta go, Bowie. You gotta go if it's not through. No, I don't think so. Yeah, yeah, go, 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 go. It's not going out. All right, good shot.
Straight peel, Cody?
Yeah.
Scott McDonald's asking Cody Moss here just to peel the one Moss guard here that Jeff Grant threw up here.
Clean. Yep.
Just
Clean.
peel it off, get rid of it, and
Clean.
for Sebastian Robillard, I'm not sure how you've
Still guard.
got to do your best
Just
to
split center.
stay optimistic that you're going to get a bit of a miss or half shot or something out of them. So this might be a little bit unusual. He's actually going to try to guard the
Good throw, Ryan. Good throw.
Moss stone.
Mm-hmm. Hoping for a little mistake here.
Cody just going to rip that center guard right back off here.
So, eh? Please. and he blasts, we draw like 2, and hopefully he misses a hit. Or
Unfortunately for these two teams, the loser does go home after this. It's all over. Either team can hold their heads high, though, and be very proud to reach this point in this championship.
I know what you.
just freeze. Freeze it right on the nose. Yeah, freeze the yellow, and then he'll blast with light 2 and hope he misses a draw or something.
Well, for Cody MAUS, actually, Sebastian's playing the freeze. If he makes the freeze perfectly, I might walk down and nose the other stone, knowing that you've got to make a move. And when you do make a move on the other stone, I may have a double for 2 or 3 to end this game.
No, it's him. Whoa, no.
Otherwise,
No,
Sebastian's going to get the chance to lay 2 and force Cody to 1.
Whoa. Line's good. Whoa. Weld it.
Nice shot by Sebastian.
No, I think this is going to have the whole 8
Better lost the line again.
an open hit.
See, the only, to me, I would not play this the center rock because he's got to move you,
I think
right?
no back one.
He's either tapping it directly to there, or he's doing this and splitting 8 foot.
Okay. Like, I don't care if you guys know draw weight, then I have no problems opening up the 8 foots. Okay. Just pick the blue off.
In front of that?
Yellow can go with it.
You can't go back in, right?
Looks like Scott McDonald is just going to try to peel these rocks out.
Yep.
We'll take the double, right?
Yep.
Hard!
Yep.
Got to go hard.
okay.
You don't want to leave anything. And there you go.
Good. That was easier than I thought it was going to.
Right. Just bite the 8 foot.
Good.
Don't.
We know
It
the
can't
inside
overcurl.
pass
Like, you got to give him. Yeah.
Well, it's this kind of interesting situation.
Like, Wes, let's
He's
talk.
going to put
I
this
think
one
we need more.
probably,
He's never thrown the out turn
or he
draw.
can't hit and stick for 1.
So just
Maybe
bite the
force
8
him to
foot
draw against
and,
2. He'd probably
hopefully
just
he
hit the
misses
open
double.
1.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, closer to center line's probably better, right, boy? Just don't want to give him a draw.
I
Just
think
don't even
that
draw back it.
I don't think Scott McDonald would draw at this point. I'm thinking
No.
he's just looking to. He's going to hit anything he can. He will run around that sheet looking for a hit.
Full 12. Whoa, Dan, that's not good. No, play the weight. Bite the 8, guys. Whoa. Whoa. It's got to curl. Bite the 8. Bite the 8, guys. Whoa. Just bite the 8. Just bite the 8.
Ryan McCready and
Can't give him a nose. Oh, it's
Andrew Denny Pesh trying to.
that's way too deep.
Yeah, just a little deep.
Normal?
Normal.
That's not good. Short's better, I guess.
So that'll give Scott McDonald here
I think even if you jam,
open
you're
hit and
probably
stick for
okay.
1.
Okay.
Well, but if he hit jams it straight back,
Roll in
I
a
do think
couple
that
inches.
that
What was the weight
Sebastian
call
would be
again,
shot. So,
Normal.
but I think if Scott makes this shot, we will probably have handshakes.
Keep it clean. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard.
Hard, Wes!
Hard.
Hard, Wes!
Gotta go.
Clean.
He's
good.
really
Clean.
close, looking really good.
Clean.
Oh, they might have overcooked the sweep. Yep, they did. I don't know who shot. I think it might be.
Blue.
I'll measure if you want.
Hold on.
I think it's us, but
You told me we could jam on it.
think so.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I just measure. I think it's them.
That's my theory.
I took you literally. We can jam on it. Okay.
Well, here we go. We bring out the measuring stick to see who is shot rock.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even zoom in on that dial to see the get the read.
Let's see what we're done.
I'd stay down here anyways.
I guess you're playing anyway down here. Good luck tomorrow.
Just shy of the 2, 1 3/4.
You don't even touch the measure or anything like that.
Good game. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Looks like it's one for Cody Moss here. So they will shake hands here, and that will be an 11-6 victory for the Moss team with Scott McDonald, Wesley Forget, and Jeff Grant. And they will continue on to the semifinal game tomorrow against John Epping. That will come to you live on Title Sports Live at 9:30 a.m. Please tune in. From our whole crew at TSL that just did a wonderful job all day and all week so far. My co-host Mary Chilvers, thank you very much for tuning in, and we look forward to being back with you here again tomorrow. So from all of us here at the Canada Summit Centre in Huntsville, Ontario, thank you and good night.